Welcome once again, my friends, to another Bayou Politico. And we're doing an extra one this week because we're celebrating Independence Week. That's right, you heard me correctly, Independence Week. That's right, if we can give a full month to national shame, we can sure put out a week for the birth and celebration of our country, the greatest nation in the history of the world. And despite who's trying to take it over right now. But actually, that's kind of what brought me to think about doing this today, because as you can see behind me, I've got a disastrous door frame here. The plan was a very simple one. I got some, let's see, where am I looking at here? Yeah, had a storm door. That's the new storm door in the cardboard. I took the old one off. We'd had a big storm a couple of weeks ago. The wind tore this off and flipped it out, and bent the bar and tore out the edge. And so looking at it should be simple enough. Pull out the old one, put in the new frame, the door, not a big deal. And then I start looking at some of the scrap that was coming out of the door whenever I started trying to cut away the damage here, and then you can see it goes all the way in. This is one of the door jambs. It's part of the door frame itself, so there's no just cutting this off and replacing it with a 2x4 or a 1x or something. So I'm going to cut it down, shave it, put another piece in there that can fill it and still keep our stripping on there, because boy, it feels like air conditioning just flowing out of that right now. It's very cool, because we're at like 95 degrees out here today, and I tell you what, I'm cooking. But then you get up here where this board, when I went to pry it off, the paint was the only thing that was keeping it covered. As soon as I tried to pry it, it split halfway up, old, dried, and rotten. And then underneath it, you can see that I'm able to just flake this away by hand, because it's just not termite damage, just water damage, especially for this Cinematch. Over the years, when you got these end pieces farther in the wall here, it'll hold up more solid, but when it's exposed to, it was caulked up. You can see there was a caulk line here and all that. So trying to cover it up, trying to give it just rots from the inside, and you don't see it until you go to actually dig into it and try to attach something solid, and you realize there's nothing there to attach to. And that's the kind of the situation we're in right now. And we saw, after seeing the debate last week that again exposed Biden for the first time, apparently, to millions of people who've never watched any of the regular news that's not from the propaganda ministry, because everyone in the world that's anybody has seen Biden collapsing and deteriorating before our eyes for the last 4 years. And what was the revealing part to most of us on this case was how much Jill Biden has actually been the one that's pushing this, is the one that is, the fiend for the power and for the notoriety and the privilege that comes with it. She wants the state dinner. She wants to be, revered. And again, like I said, it just irks the hell out of her that Big Mike Obama still has gotten gets more press than she does. And but yeah, seeing how she's basically the one that tells Joe what he's going to do, and it's so yeah, the rot. She is basically the rot behind Biden. He was bad enough on his own, just on his own merits, but. Of course, that she cheated. He and she cheated on her husband and his beloved wife that was killed. He always tries to take advantage of how wounded he was when his wife was killed and his kid in the car wreck or what have you. But he was already cheating on her, and she was cheating on his husband. So they're already scumbags from the start. And then they make up this big story of how they met, and their friend referred him, and she fell in love with Joe the first time. She was the babysitter. Whatever, 20 years younger than he was. They got a picture of her sitting in his lap, and one of the little tube tops that they used to wear back in the day, So yeah, she's always been, just like Kamala, a hooker, piece of trash. Vice president, first lady, the president, all the people up there that are basically in charge are all immoral or no moral, basically human trash and rotted. And they put up the facade that, they're the ones crying democracy all the time as they're destroying democracy. They're the ones now freaking out with the Supreme Court ruling of immunity that Trump's going to do this and do that, and he's going to go after them. He's going to do this, and everything they say is something that they are already doing and have been doing with a criminalized Justice Department, politicized Justice Department against a political opponent and his supporters, which is, that's why we have January 6th, people that have been locked up for 3 years, the January 6th hostages. So, tell you what, it was revealing to us, that saw how deep Jill was actually, especially walking him off the stage when he couldn't even take the one step. That was the backbreaker. But so yeah, we're celebrating 4th of July week here. Falls on a Thursday, so I know a lot of people taking the whole week and taking advantage of the vacation, that kind of midweek thing. Carry it on into next weekend, celebrating. That's right, the birth and the awesome achievements of the United States of America, my friends. And if I'd have known this was going to be like this, I probably would have held off until after. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. We're going to have the big live stream all day on the 4th of July. Going to be cooking on the new grill, doing some fireworks. That's going to be our gold pay dirt review show as well. Doing some live pay dirt for the first time. So going to do 3 guess the number giveaways on the live stream throughout the day, leading up to our fourth, which is our 4th of July, the fourth big bottle giveaway at the end of the day. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to see if I can get this into some kind of order and get a door on here. But again, it just whenever you're exposing all the rot and just crumbling structure underneath the facade of this, made me think about Biden and this whole administration and what we're seeing today. So happy 4th of July, my friends. And like I said, keep the faith. And I hope everyone has a safe and sane holiday season celebration this week. And till next time, peace out, my friends. Damn, it's hot. I've already gone through about almost a half a gallon of my damn sweet tea this morning. So, yeehaw. And 7 hours later, there we have an assembled and complete storm/screen door for the back of the house here. So we're good to go. Man, it was a hot day too. I tell you, it was cooking.